Good morning, dear students. Aman, Vansita, then Vedant, Navya, Sonuvar, all of you, a very good morning. Today, let us revise Aunt Jennifer's Tiger ones, okay, and then we shall discuss some important issues. So, dear students, here you are. Let's begin. So, as you can see here, biography of the poet. Okay, we shall go with theme first. Okay, then stanza wise explanation, recapitulation, all this. Okay, so what is the theme? As you can see here, the theme, the poem addresses the constraints of married life a woman experiences. Dear students, you have to remember that this poem was written in the 1950s. So in 1950s, what happened? Women did not get financial independence. Okay, mostly they were housewives, not like today, where most of the women have financial freedom because they are qualified, they are educated, they are employed, they have financial freedom. But this poem was written uh, in 1950s when there was hardly any financial freedom for women. Understood? Therefore they became the object of discrimination also. Okay, by their husband. And that time what happened, there was no such thing like men and women are equal like today's society. If you can observe, men and women are almost equal. Okay, in every field you can find women ruling the roost or dominating. For example, like in space science, women are there. In medicine, women are there. In engineering fields, women are there. In writing field, women are there. In journalism, women are there. So there are a lot of developments, okay, over uh, the last few years. But in the 1950s there was hardly any such thing. Okay, therefore dear students, we have to understand from that point of view. Okay, so because literature reflects the society in which it is written. Understood? So the time when this poem was written, belonged to a society in which women did not have any financial freedom, number one, and women did not enjoy equal rights with man. Okay, so from that point of view, let us study the poem. The poem addresses the constraints of married life a woman experiences. Aunt Jennifer represents women all over the world, particularly the women in America during the 1950s. So women in 1950s are the ones in discussion here. Okay, as I discussed with you so far, in 1950s women did not have financial freedom, as well as they were not seen at par with men. Okay, Aunt Jennifer represents women who were victims of male oppression in a patriarchal society. This is the main theme actually. Okay, male oppression in a patriarchal society means a society which is ruled by the man. Okay, a society which is ruled and dominated by the man is called patriarchal society. So Aunt Jennifer, the poem Aunt Jennifer represents women who were victims of male oppression in a patriarchal society. Next, the poem describes a woman's struggle and silent rebellion against male domination. This poem describes a woman's struggle and silent rebellion against male domination. Okay, so most of the families it was observed like women used to struggle silently. They cannot openly rebel because they were very much loyal to their husbands. Therefore, they did not openly rebel in case there is any family disruption, in case there is any sort of differences with the husband leading to the brackage of peace, okay, leading to the what is that called, destruction of peace. That is why they did not openly rebel, but they silently rebelled, okay, against male domination. The way Aunt Jennifer has rebelled, the same way or in different manner, silently women used to show their dissatisfaction over their male counterparts. Okay, the first stanza introduces us to Aunt Jennifer's dreams. The second stanza takes us to Aunt Jennifer's realistic world. The third stanza is a narrative of the future. Okay, so dear students, this stanza has been divided into three. This poem has been divided into three different stanzas, and as you can see here, this first stanza is what Aunt Jennifer's dream is all about. Second stanza is about Aunt Jennifer's realistic world. Okay, what kind of suffering, what kind of tormentation she is feeling, what kind of distress, what kind of you know attitude her husband is showing to her. So everything we can find out, okay, in the second stanza in a metaphorical or symbolic manner, of course, not very openly described in the poem, but we can understand from the symbolic meaning. Okay, next, the third stanza is a narrative of the future. What will happen? Okay, what will happen to Aunt Jennifer uh, after her death? Okay, after her death, will there be any change in the way male used to view the women, or the things will remain the same even after the death of Aunt Jennifer? So that we'll also find out in the last stanza. And next, you can see the poem highlights Aunt Jennifer's alternate world of freedom. The poem highlights Aunt Jennifer's alternate world of freedom in her art. Alternate world of freedom in her art. Okay, so dear students, as you can see here, lines 1 to 4. Good morning, Kanchan. Are you still connected? Aman, Vanshita, Vedant, Navya, Sanubar, and Kanchan. Are you there? Can you please give me attendance once? Just text me yes. Very quickly, dear students. Please text me yes. Okay, thank you, Navya. Thank you so much. What about the rest of you? Can you please text me yes so that I can go ahead with my explanation to you? Kindly text me quickly. Yes, thank you. This is better actually. Okay, so Navya, thank you so much. What about Vedant? Vedant, are you there? Vanshita, Aman, are you there? If you are there, please let me know with the text. Just write yes. Sanubar, are you there? Okay. Uh, Rudraksh and Navya, please stay connected. The rest of them have disappeared. Uh, they just disappeared. So this is the reason exactly why I don't usually want to come live with class 12. That is the reason. That is exactly the reason as to why I don't want to come live with class 12. See, only both of you, Navya and Rudraksh probably, and the rest have just wished me good morning and then disappeared. Uh, that's the scenario. And if I take a 100 mark test, you see how much they end up with. They will end up with hardly 40, 50 maximum out of 100. That I can guarantee you. Okay, so neither in their core subjects they will score well, nor in English, computer, and PE. Then how will your percentage improve? Tell me, how will your percentage improve? So anyway, Navya, I'm explaining very quickly to you. Please stay connected. Aunt Jennifer's tigers plunge across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the man beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Topaz denizens here refer to yellowish brown inhabitants of the forest. There is a tiger. Okay, topaz denizens here means tiger. The Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen. It means Aunt Jennifer has made a pattern of tiger. Okay, in her on her woolen fabric. Okay, where bright topaz denizens of a world of green, that is world of green refers to the forest. So where the uh, the very sort of very elegant citizen, you can say very esteemed citizen of the world of green has been has been sort of made, okay, has been made uh, on a cloth panel. They do not fear the man beneath the tree. Okay, so here it is there is a setting which she has made. The tigers are there, and they do not mean they do not fear the man beneath the tree. The men who are there below the tree, the tigers don't have any fear of them, because tiger has his or her own sort of magnificence, prestige, chivalry, or courage. They do not have fear for man, like the women. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Sleek chivalric here refers to elegant and brave manner of their walk. Okay, that is called sleek chivalric certainty. Whenever the tigers walk, they carry with them certain sort of elegance and bravery in their movement. So this is what is the characteristics of tiger. Tiger are fearless. Tigers, whenever they move in a very elegant and brave manner. Okay, so they pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Okay, so here in the first stanza, the poet has described about Aunt Jennifer's embroidered pattern of tigers, and in on that embroidered cloth, the tigers are walking in a very very sleek and chivalric, I mean elegant and brave manner. Okay, so the tigers are not scared of man. This is what she has shown on her panel of cloth or embroidery. Okay, so let's find out. Aunt Jennifer has made an embroidery design in her woolen fabric, the pictures of tigers on a tree tops. They are the bright yellow inhabitants in the world of green, that is forest. They are the bright yellow inhabitants in the world of green, that is forest. So dear students, remember, like topaz denizens means Tapas Dungeons means yellowish brown inhabitants of the forest, that is the tiger. They are the bright yellow inhabitants in the world of green, that is forest. They do not fear any man who are projected on a woolen fabric below the trees. They do not have any fear for the man who are projected on a woolen fabric below the trees. Okay. So as I told you, she is weaving all this. She is making a woolen fabric. On a woolen fabric, she has made the pattern of tiger and the man below the trees. And tigers are not scared of the man who are below the tree. Okay, they have a very elegant and fearless or the brave manner of walking. Tigers move around in the forest, displaying their movement of gallantry and physical prowess. Physical prowess means physical strength. Now you see, Aunt Jennnifer. Aunt Jennifer's tiger, Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. So that is the second stanza, dear students. And second stanza describes about the status of Aunt Jennnifer. Okay, status of Aunt Jennnifer. Okay, so mm, how does she feel in her family? Okay, what is her present state of mind? What is her condition at the moment is described in second stanza or lines 5 to 8. You can see Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The needle is made of ivory, it's very thin. So in spite of the needle being so thin, Aunt Jennifer's fingers are fluttering, they're shaking like this, okay, shaking like this because she is so grieved at heart. She is so sad at heart that she finds it very difficult to even you know uh, to make to make a design on a woolen plane, okay, plane of cloth. Why? Because uncle's wedding ring is there on her finger. Uncle's means her husband's wedding ring is there on her finger. So wedding ring here represents something which is burdensome or which is something it's difficult to bear because she is not happy in a marital life. That is why her fingers were fluttering through the wool whenever she is trying to pull the needle or whenever she is trying to make a pattern on the woolen cloth with the help of her ivory needle. Her fingers were fluttering and it was such a thin needle was appeared to be difficult for her to pull. Okay, so why? Because on the finger there is it is her wedding ring. It is her engagement ring. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band, massive weight. Okay, extremely heavy. Okay, extremely heavy weight of uncle's wedding band means wedding ring sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Okay, so why was Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering? Number one, why was Aunt Jennifer finding it difficult to pull a very light weighted ivory needle? Why? Because on her finger, the mass, the on her finger, uh, she has worn the wedding ring that her husband has provided to her. As her marital life is very unhappy, as her marriage life is very unhappy, therefore her engagement ring has become the symbol of massive weight. Okay, it has become the symbol of something which is very much weighty or having a lot of weight. Understood? That is why Aunt Jennifer's fingers were fluttering and she was finding it very difficult to pull the ivory needle. So let us find out the vocabulary here. You can say ivory needle, her shaking hands, find the ivory needle too hard to pull through. Then massive weight means what? Heavy weight of uncle's wedding ring suggests that Aunt Jennifer's marriage has become a burden for her. So dear students, please learn this the meaning of these phrases. What does massive weight mean in the extract? Okay, what does fluttering through our wool mean? Sometimes in the exam, such questions come. Okay, after the thing. But in this time you are getting this time you are getting what is that called mass sorry MCQ pattern. Okay, as you are getting MCQ pattern this time, therefore, of course, but you have to know the meaning. It's easy for you, but you have to know the meaning. Like, what is the meaning of massive weight? What is the meaning of fluttering through her wool? You've got to know the meaning. Only then you can select the MCQ options correctly. Okay. So now paraphrase. The reality of Aunt Jennifer's marital life, that is married life, is depicted here. Okay, in this stanza, she is shown here to be weak and enslaved, very much in contrast to the nature of tigers that she is knitting on a woolen fabric. She is knitting the nature of tigers on a woolen fabric. That is why she requires ivory needle. She requires this woolen panel. She requires this. Why? Because she is knitting the pattern of tiger on a woolen fabric. That is why. Okay, she is so scared and agitated in her married life that her fingers are shaking while knitting through her woolen fabric. She's so scared, and she's so scared of her marital life. That is why her fingers are fluttering. And one more reason is there. She is finding it difficult to pull the ivory needle because of the heavy weight of her marriage. Okay, even though in real life a wedding ring does not weigh much, but symbolically it suggests the amount of dominance her husband has exercised over her in her marital life. So dear students, you have to learn this. Okay, what does massive weight refer to? Okay, because if in 2 mark question they give this particular question, then it will be difficult for you. Okay, so better you learn from here. Even though in real life a wedding ring does not weigh much, but symbolically it suggests the amount of dominance her husband has exercised over her in her marital life. And then her inner spirit has been stifled by the patriarchal society. Her inner spirit has been stifled by the patriarchal society. Next, you see, uh, so Aman, are you there? Text me yes if you are there. Text me yes, Aman and Rudraksh. Okay. Thank you, Aman. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for Rudraksh to respond. Rudraksh or Navya to respond. Yes, very good. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, all three of you. Okay. Now, you can see here, dear students, lines 9 to 12. Lines 9 to 12, you see, these lines these lines depict the future of Aunt Jennifer. What happens, like when Aunt Jennifer is dead? Okay, but after her death, is it her death is the solution of the whole patriarchal system in the society? Okay, that is the question here. Even if she dies, will the problem be resolved? Even if she dies, will her husband come to know her his fault and will sort of change himself? So that is the question here. Let's find out. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals. Okay, she was mastered by. Okay, so dear students, you see here, the poet says that even if Aunt Jennifer is dead, her terrified hands will lie Her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Okay, terrified hands means scared hands. Ordeals means suffering that she could somehow manage to master. Okay, ordeals means suffering, suffering that she mastered when she was alive. Okay, so what kind of ordeal she was undergoing? She was undergoing suffering at the hands of her husband. Suffering is not mentioned here, but the suffering could be discrimination. Okay, a lot of ordeals might be there. Okay, it's a mental harassment. It could be physical harassment. Who knows? Okay, so here the poet says that when aunt will be dead, her terrified hands will still lie ringed with the ordeals she was mastered by. Uh, the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Okay. So the poet says that even when Aunt Jennnifer is dead, there will not be any remarkable improvement in the situation. Understood? But at least, but in the situation, in the sense that if she dies, of course, she'll be away from her husband and she'll get freedom. She'll get salvation. But the problem is, will the male perspective towards women change for the better? But the poet is not giving us the answer, but the poet is saying, at least, even if her husband does not undergo any change in his attitude towards women, but still, at least he will understand the rebellious nature of Aunt Jennnifer with the help of her work of art, because work of art is always permanent, and the tigers that she has made in her panel, she has made a design of in her panel, those tigers will certainly uh, you know show to her husband that there was a rebellious part, there was a rebellious nature of Aunt Jennnifer, of of his wife, which she could depict through the tigers in the woolen panel. Okay, at least her husband will get a message from the tigers. Okay, at least her husband will get a message from the tigers, because tiger represents something which is fearless. Tiger represents something which is rebellious in nature, something bold and elegant. So at least Aunt Jennifer's husband will get the message that even if Aunt Jennifer has died, but she is showing her protest by her imagery of tiger, which she has made in the woolen panel, to convey a message to her husband that, look, I have been suffering a lot in your hands. I have been a victim of male chauvinism or patriarchal society, but still I was protesting. I had respect for you, so I did not openly protest, but at least I could show with my work of art that I was revolting inside. So for this message to be conveyed to her husband, Aunt Jennnifer has made this tiger. Okay, these tigers in the woolen panel. Okay, so dear students, you see, now let me go through the thing, paraphrase. The poet here means to say that even after her death, Aunt Jennnifer would not be free from the ordeal she went through her in her lifetime, of course. There, because she will be dead, so she will be dead, so she will be free, of course, but she will not be free. It means that the system will continue, but at least her husband will get a message The male dominated society seems to show no concern for her suffering or even her death. The society will remain unaffected by it. Hence, her terrified hands will still lie ringed with ordeals she was mastered by during her lifetime. Okay, so the society will remain unaffected by it, but her inner sense of freedom that she projected in the portrayal of Tiger in her artwork would stay forever proud and unafraid. But her inner sense of freedom, whatever freedom she is having, that inner sense of freedom that she projected in the portrayal of Tiger in her artwork would stay forever proud and unafraid. So, uh, two messages she'll be conveying. First message is that she was revolting against her husband's domination or discrimination or any kind of, you know, mm, any kind of discrimination. Okay, but also she will convey to her husband her inner sense of freedom, how much she was longing for freedom. Okay, and that is why she has portrayed the mm, model of tiger so that she can show to her husband that look, like a tiger, like a tiger, I also wanted to have, I also have so much of freedom, but you have stifled my desire to be free. Okay, but I in my inner inside myself I used to have the craze for freedom. And this is what she conveyed through her portrayal of tiger on a woolen fabric, that like a tiger, see, I am fearless, but as I had respect for you, I did not protest openly. But I also wanted to be like you. Okay, I also wanted to have freedom. And number two, even though I did not protest openly, but was I did not like the way you treated me or behaved with me. Okay, so dear students, that is all about tiger. Okay, mm, that's all about tiger. Okay, and Jennifer's tiger. I shall upload NCERT question answers, dear students. Probably today I shall upload. It is left out actually. So Navya, Rudraksh and Aman. So, have you understood what is the meaning of this poem? Did you understand the message that the writer wanted to give to us? Did you understand the message? If yes, please let me know. And if you have any doubt, please ask me now. I'm going to certainly resolve your doubt. Please let me know if you have any doubt in any part of the story. Aman, NCRT solution I shall upload, and some extra questions I shall upload today and will send you the link. Okay, please do contact me on a regular basis because your exam date will be announced on December 31st. Okay, your date will be announced on December 31st, but you, I think it will start in the month of April, and in the month of May. So anyway, uh, I shall let you know once, or you'll come to know on 31st. And in the meantime, if you have any doubt on any lesson, please let me know at least through the WhatsApp so that I can take up this. Like for example, on Wednesday I have class with you, right? So on Wednesday, tomorrow itself, you let me know, please, sir. We want you to teach this particular topic, so that I come prepared with the topic and I teach you. Okay, so please let me know. Or if you have anything to convey to me now, you can convey. For the next class I shall take up this topic. So if you have any particular lesson to be explained to you in short, like if it is prose, I'll explain you only the important value points, and if it is poem, I shall teach you once again. Okay, so Aman said the enemy. Okay, okay, Aman said enemy. ठीक है. Navya, Rudras, do you have any any lesson in mind which I can explain you, so that you know if you have any residual doubt, that can be certainly resolved. Aman, okay, I shall take up the important value points from the enemy, and we'll discuss in my next class with you. Okay, so please let me know. Aman, Navya, and Rudrask, please let me know. Mm, Okay, Navya said rat trap. Okay, so not an issue. I shall take up. I shall try to take up these two lessons together in my next class. Some important core issues which have been discussed in these two lessons: rat trap and enemy. Okay, thank you so much, dear students. Let me sign off, or what is that called? Sign out now. And we shall certainly meet on Wednesday. Please do come to attend the lecture. Okay, bye bye. Take care and have a nice time.